today.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, he's one of the top receivers in the game, Charles, so no surprise here on the opening drive. They want to get him involved, and he has catches on back-to-back plays.
And, Brandon, I look at it from the defense's perspective. You know he's one of the top receivers in the game. You've got to find ways to slow him down because if he gets into high gear, he's going to shred you all game long.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
And room there to work it inside the 25. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 66 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal, pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
They'll look to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a look Back here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to have a Rams first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Back to throw now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now. 2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Rams. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Rams are able to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker, and the lead grows to 10-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. Returning from his end zone is Barner. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big pickup of 38.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw here. Jackson, and a loose football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here because maybe...
Oh, this is taken in. It's this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Up the middle, Achane. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That is caught, and he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Let's go now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes our score 17-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Doctor. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll set up to throw. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Back to throw again. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp from 8 yards out. And the Rams continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Niners are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make it 24-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. So we've come to... Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a...
And got his man complete. A big play there for the Niners. 48 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big...
Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw caught by Achane. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. He'll drop to throw. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A big pickup of 38. Well, what do you think? Maybe got away with one? I mean, he's thrown 2 picks already. That looked pretty dangerous.
And it had a little hang time on it. So what he needs to do right now, hug it out a little bit with his guy, because he went up and made a play on the football and kept it from potentially throwing that 3rd interception. There's some trust in there. There's also some hope. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to go up top again. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Now a throw here to his running back. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain. Out
of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Achane gets it from the gun. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run. Achane. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up 3rd down and goal. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. High throw, but he makes the catch. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 36. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. Does the big boy have the juice? And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners have taken a fourth quarter lead.
All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. They'll drop to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders. There to get him.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense. Blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, Let's make that go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, then you stop that clock. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's a give up the middle. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
They'll look to throw here.
They set up the screen. Achane has it. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. This one thrown underneath to Achane.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 4. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
He'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's brought down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination